Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So, today's essay is titled The Power of Digital Leverage. Dramatic, powerful sounding as title, right? So, Dan Cole once said something about how he used to do so much freelance work without any leverage. By that, he meant that he wasn't building a track record of his expertise by documenting his accomplishments along the way. So every time he reached out to a client, he'd have to prove his credibility from scratch unless it was by referral. I realized a similar thing when I was doing posters for restaurants last year. It's much harder to get someone to trust you with their money unless they've seen other people like them trust you with their money and not regret it. So I started documenting it on Facebook and Instagram. Anyway, this leverage concept really applies to most aspects of life, and I'll explain briefly with examples in school, a community service project I've watched, and dating. In school, you study daily, but no one sees it, so no one has any idea how good you are at the thing you study except for maybe your classmates and your teacher. If you document yourself studying, or document the things you're studying as you learn them, by the time you graduate, you have a digital profile to refer your potential employers to, so they can either give you learnerships or because you've already built some credibility and actual position. Med Judith Ntuping has been operating an NPO that works with kids, recovering addicts, and disadvantaged people in general in Soweto. For the first 2 years, she was operating only on her own funding and donations from community members for more complex projects. The NPO kept getting donations throughout the 2 years, facilitating more projects until eventually she managed to get a big donation that allowed her to take over 30 kids to a camp in Durban for 4 days, fully funded. All because she had built up a trustworthy digital profile. In dating, if you spoil your girl consistently and really do your best to make her happy, keep her like ndofo, by virtue of female nature, she'll be the one posting about how much her man makes her happy. She will advertise you. Okay, fine. This is going in a somewhat sinister direction, but I've made the point, right? I think I've made the point. If you two ever break up, then the women who witnessed that relationship also know what kind of caring, attentive, loving, spoiling boyfriend you are. They would also be very eager to get that experience. Why? Because she built you a digital profile. She created digital leverage for you. I'm not just trolling, that is true. I mean, it doesn't sound like something you would make a real example of, but it is true. So that aside, the more your social media life looks interesting, the more keen people are to get to know you. It's really all about reputation. Whether it's your personal life, in the community, or in business, reputation is what gets you the most outsized returns. Hence, The Rock was able to launch his whiskey brand at a multi-billion-dollar valuation almost immediately, right? Because he'd spent almost 30 years building a solid reputation. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. If you got any value out of this, stick around. If you got any value out of this, stick around for more insightful takes by hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.